Hey guys, my name is Devontae and I sacrifice my time so you don't have to. You know what I hate more in this world? More than liars, more than manipulators, more than deceitful backstabbing sons of bitches. Really, as far as a reasoning is considered. I hate hypocrites. I hate hypocritical people. I hate people who tell me that I can't do certain things, that they turn around and do it, that I can't have certain thoughts, that they turn around and have those same certain type of thoughts. I hate people who try to have the self-righteous, holier than thou, morally superior type of attitude, yet they don't hold themselves at the same standard they apparently want everybody to hold themselves to. Now, unbeknownst to me, because I hadn't honestly kept up with Dynamite. I didn't keep up with Dynamite this week. I didn't keep up with anything AEW related this week, honestly. I had no clue that MJF and Kenny Omega was happening tonight for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. I think it's fucking dumb. I think it's fucking stupid. I think it's retarded to have this match happening. Not even on a Dynamite. I would have hated it if it happened on a Dynamite. If you aren't familiar with my Millennial Smart channel, a couple of years ago, I had a problem with CM Punk and MJF happening on an episode of Dynamite. If you guys remember, I had a huge rant on that. You might not remember it. Who knows? That just means you're not an OG. Get your balls scratched, grow some hair on it, and start following the goddamn channel. Okay, there you go. My same sentiments can be said about MJF and Kenny Omega. But even worse, because it's happening on a fucking collision. It's dumb. Those are big names. Not the biggest names. Not saying that they're big names outside of professional wrestling. But within this context, looking at AEW, these are big names. Why would you put this match on regular shows? TV show, regular show, however you like to refer to it. Live TV, free TV, commercial. I don't know. Why is it on my television currently right now at the moment when it should be happening at a pay-per-view where someone is actually paying for it? Giving it more reasoning, giving it more sentimental value when you want to go back and watch it in the past. You know, it's this type of attitude that pisses me off because all it tells me is that no one gives a fuck. No one gives a goddamn fuck. And it hurts my entertainment aspect. It hurts the wrestling business, which I personally take personal. People say, oh, whoa, Devontae, well, you're such a goddamn mark right now. Fine, cry me a river. Cool, I'm a mark. What does it have to do with what I'm saying currently right now at the moment, huh? It shouldn't be happening, and yet it's happening. And why I call this hypocritical is because, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of podcasters, certain specific podcasters, wrestling fans alike, following probably these said podcasters, were pushing this narrative back at WrestleMania, at yay old time March, right? Good times, feeling very nostalgic for what happened back in fucking March. I was told that Cody Rhodes should beat Roman Reigns, right? I was told that Roman Reigns should lose his world championship to Cody Rhodes. And yet you had pushback by certain fans who were saying, no, that shouldn't happen because Roman Reigns is super close to his 1,000-day mark, which is fucking dumb and it's fucking ridiculous. We have the same sentiments. Cody Rhodes should not be hindered because Roman Reigns is going to meet some subpar bullshit number, which is not even breaking a record because Bruno Sammartino is still the fucking longest world champion, and that's never going to be fucking broken, ever, in your goddamn lifetime. So that was always a stupid notion anyways. My reasoning for Cody not beating Roman, if you're an OG of the channel, again, grow some hair on your balls, was because it had no heat on the match whatsoever. Disagree with me all you want to, the facts matter, okay? All they fucking did, well, let's put this into context. Half of it was Roman Reigns not even fucking being there to help promote the goddamn main event for WrestleMania, and the other half was Cody Rhodes cutting some subpar, lame-ass bullshit promos, fake crying and talking about his goddamn dad every goddamn segment. And sometimes it doesn't even involve the bloodline, or if it does involve the bloodline, you get some lame-ass subpar people from the bloodline cutting these promos with Cody Rhodes. Everybody but Roman Reigns interacting with Cody Rhodes. It was a terrible road to WrestleMania, okay? But I agree that Cody should have beat Roman Reigns if the story was there, all that, yes. It was a terrible idea for anyone to believe that Roman should be world champion just to reach some arbitrary bullshit record number that's fucking cave-in and is fucking fake and has nothing to do with my entertainment value. Now, why is that same sentiment isn't carried over to MJF and Kenny Omega? If you guys are living under a rock, just like me when it comes to the match in itself, apparently this whole match is happening because Kenny Omega is the longest reigning world champion and MJF is trying to beat his streak. That's a dumb fucking reason. People are saying, oh, that's a story that should be told, but at the same time, you denounced that as a reasoning as to why Cody Rhodes should win the championship. You said that Roman Reigns should not go on to the 1,000-day streak as an excuse to have him retain. Yet, that's a story that was mainly told for that WrestleMania that you're now discrediting and saying, well, fuck it. Who cares? Let's have it for MJF and Kenny Omega. No, let's face facts. Let's call it for what it is, okay? You're Dave Meltzer clones, and what you care about is the match. What you want to see is the goddamn moves, okay? That's what you want to see. The personalities actually attached to themselves. But guess what? What I want to see is story. What I want to see is reasoning, and this match has no motherfucking reasoning happening currently tonight. It doesn't. It simply doesn't. And no one can tell me anything else differently. People who had the same sentiments towards Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes that they're now not saying about this match tonight, you're fucking hypocrites. And it happened within the same year. It ain't like this is a complete distance fucking event that's happening 20 years apart. No, it happened in the same goddamn calendar year. March was just 7 months ago. Don't give me that bullshit. You're goddamn hypocrites. But that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Not consistent in your values is what I'm used to when it comes to the IWC. So with that being said, let's jump directly into the video. Because I feel like I got a little bit of a chip on my shoulder tonight when it comes to reviewing AEW Dynamite, right? So without further ado, let's get into the show, shall we? Okay, I will give them this. I will give them this caveat. I will give them this. Now that we're into the show, we're about almost 23 minutes. Yeah, about 23 minutes to the show. It's 8:23 currently right now at the moment. I just seen the video package building up to MJF and Kenny Omega. I still disagree with this match happening. I mean, I know it sounds kind of weird because like you're hearing a rant that I made about like 6 or 7 hours ago. But you know, this is me talking. That was me talking at like around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's now 8:23. So obviously you're gonna hear a different tone in my voice as far as the shift goes. It's a different tone, but at the same time, no, I still feel the same way that I felt earlier. I still think it's an incredibly dumb fucking decision to have MJF and Kenny Omega on live television. It's stupid. It just, there's no way you can take that away. It's stupid. It's really, really fucking stupid. It's hot-shotting. Again, it's hypocritical for most fans. And I didn't even bring up the fact that you have fans who talk about things like Goldberg and Eric Bischoff hot-shotting it back in 1998 just to get a rating and, you know, stuff like that. Oh, the Attitude Era. All they did was hot-shot all the goddamn time. Vince Russo, he's a hot-shotter. Right from the hood. He's a hot-shotter. Okay, but then look what Tony Khan does, and these are mainly the same people who go out of their way to criticize these people, Eric Bischoff and Vince Russo. They're the main ones to criticize them, but look, when Tony Khan does it, it's not that big of a deal. So no, you're never going to take away from me the notion that, or you're never going to get me to say that MJF and Kenny Omega happening tonight isn't a dumb fucking idea. It is absolutely a dumb fucking idea. But with that being said, that was a hell of a vignette. I like that promo package they did to promote the match for tonight. If you're gonna do it, the least you can fucking do it is, if you're gonna fail in style, okay? You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna die from an airplane crash, then just jump out of the airplane, hit a couple of front flips before dying from like a horrific, you know, landing or whatever the case may be. That's how I felt about this right here. That was a great promo package. That was a great way to build it up. I liked everything. It felt almost WWE-esque as far as the level is considered in regards to how they put together all this. It was really good. I liked it a lot. What I don't like and what I don't want to see more of is this shit right here. Now, granted, I will give the match credit where credit is due as far as the tag team match with the what's his name, the Guns versus these losers, the boys, the more like the fucking jobbers is what they are, more like the goddamn lackeys, more like, you know, my alternative to my fucking Advil PM pills to put me to goddamn sleep. Never show me these losers again. Never show me these queers again. Okay, I don't want to see them. Like, what is supposed to be? We already got Pretty Deadly. Oh, Devontae, did you know that the boys in Dalton Castle wrestled for ROH a couple of years ago? They came before Pretty Deadly, and guess what? I don't give a shit about them, and I actually give a shit about Pretty Deadly. Not my fault that I do. Okay, sorry, not sorry. But that match at least went a little bit long. It didn't go long. It went like 3 minutes at best. You went in, you did your thing, you got out, okay? Same cannot be said for this match between fucking Jay White, who's having trouble, because that's what I see. When you have a, 10 to 15 minute match, all I see is you having trouble with a fucking loser jobber bitch. That's all I see. Gay R Fox is out there, and he's doing all his little fancy flips that everybody in AEW does, fucking literally just trashing every goddamn match that's going to come directly after it. And, well, maybe it won't. Who knows? Because they all do the exact same shit over and over and over again. You have this match where he's actually, like, dude is barely shown on television. Dude was like the goddamn lackey to one of your upper mid-card acts and fucking, what's his name? And Rich Swann. And who is this loser? Who the fuck? Hang on for a second, guys. See, actually, ironically, more of that. That's what I want to see. Ryan Nemeth getting his ass kicked by Rusev. That was actually a pretty funny segment. I want to see more of that. Like, I was just about to say some shit like that. How about we get more of that? Okay, we get some quick matches, we get some nice skits, and you get like 1 or 2 good matches. You're building up to a main event that's gonna kill it tonight, right? With MJF and Kenny Omega. Why go through all this stuff? Why go out of your way to harm that match by having this jobber ass gay R Fox go out there and give Jay White, your supposed #1 contender for your heavyweight championship, trouble? Why go through all that? Get in, Bob's your uncle, let him get a couple of spots in, beat his ass, that's it, okay? Seriously, can you guys imagine Taka Michinoku actually taking Triple H to the goddamn limit back in 2000 for the WWE Championship? No, you couldn't, because he got some little hope spots in, but he didn't have a fucking 10-minute goddamn match, commercials, and everything put in between. It's so fucking dumb. And of course Jay White beat him, because that's the result that's always going to occur, okay? You're not gonna have Gay R Fox beat fucking Jay White, the #1 contender for your World Heavyweight Championship. You weren't gonna have Gay R Fox beat Jay White, #1 contender for your Light Heavyweight Championship, okay? So why put us through all this fucking torture and nonsense, okay? And of course you're gonna have the fanboys at the great match! Great match! We get great matches all the time. I want more of what Rusev just did to Ryan Nemeth. I want him to rape him in the ass inside that room more often. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see. Do I want to see rape in the ring? No, I want to see rape more in the backstage area, okay? You got one good match. Focus on that. How about not trying to bury that match, all right? You're already putting it on free television for no goddamn reason with no build whatsoever. The least you could fucking do during this first encounter is not sabotage it by having other matches completely use up every goddamn spot known to mankind and take away from what the hell that is supposed to do, the match that's actually supposed to bring you some viewers. There you go. Okay, now we got Hikaru Shida in a match against, oh my fucking god. Okay, god, do I want to review this? Probably not. Let me see how cringy it is first. Maybe I can get some laughs out of it. So they got another pay-per-view I see, huh? World's End, huh? I mean, they said it's gonna start. Okay, so wait, let me see if I understand this. The pay-per-view is happening Saturday, December 30th, right? Did I get that right? December 30th? So like, I don't understand. Like, okay, so 2 things that I'm not understanding about this pay-per-view that doesn't make sense at all. So you're going to do it. So you're gonna replace Collision? Like, how does that work? Like, are you gonna like outright replace Collision with that show? I'm not sure how TBS feels about that. Like, or do you do it during the Collision show? Does Collision get preempted? I don't know. All this could have been, now mind you, this is December 30th on a Saturday. They've had pay-per-views on Sunday before, and it's called World's End, right? It's supposed to be the finale of the year. Wouldn't it have made more sense, like, that way you wouldn't fuck over Collision, and for the sake of the gimmick of the show, especially considering you usually go off air at 12 o'clock midnight, wouldn't it have made more sense to do the show on a Sunday? You know, December 31st? That way, you know, going into 12 o'clock midnight, you be entering a new year? I'm not... The logic behind this pay-per-view makes absolutely no sense in regards to the date. I don't get it. You could have saved yourself time regarding not fucking over Collision, and it would have fit the gimmick more if all this happened on Sunday. Whatever. Maybe there's just some reason that I'm not aware of. It's too out of my intellectual sphere, right? But let's talk about, speaking of intellectual sphere though. So are they going to insult our intelligence even further by telling us that Vince Russo isn't booking shit on the show? Because Vince Russo seems like he's booking shit on this show. What the absolute fucking hell was this match? Now, any other time, I wouldn't talk about this. I would just go, just a shitty-ass gimmick match, and who gives a fuck? It's stupid. Everything about it's dumb. I don't really care about it. But I'm not going to do that. Why? Because according to AEW, had WWE done this, had WWE done something along the lines of this, this would be like a reason as to why you should go watch AEW. You know, Vince McMahon's out of touch. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. What kind of bullshit is this? This is lame. This is dumb. This is sports entertainment. All this other bullshit. But when Hikaru Shida and Abaddon go out there and have quite possibly one of the worst AEW matches of all time, gimmick all this other bullshit, this Halloween, and look, I understand this may have been a TBS call for all I know. I just find it funny that one of the worst AEW matches of all time happens. And I guarantee you know AEW, how much you want to bet there's going to be so much fucking justification as to why this match was good. This shit was stupid. You had Abaddon trying to eat her the entire time for the most part. They're taking candy out, throwing it on the floor. It's like this Halloween match. It's fucking dumb. The only good thing about it is that Abaddon is just caked up to the T, bro. Abaddon, I will fuck her with the makeup on. Let's just be real. I will honestly fuck her with the makeup on. She is, goddamn, that ass is just beautiful. Speaking of ass, dude, Tony Khan got the bakery goods again, folks. Because after Hikaru Shida put a pumpkin on Abaddon's head and then kneed her in the head, because of course, doing your finisher with someone actually having cushion over the finish, they're supposed to make it 10 times worse. They had the fucking audacity, because of course, only AEW would have false finish in a themed gimmick match. Only them. Most people will try to rush through it as quick as possible. 2 minutes, Bob's your uncle, get the fuck out of there. No, only AEW would try to have a false finish and a gimmick theme. Not a gimmick match, but a gimmick theme match. Just, of course, AEW can't help themselves but be marks for themselves, right? Yeah, Toni Storm came out directly after the match. She put her thickness on top of that announcement table, and she had her ass right smack in front of Tony Schiavone. I'm just like, Tony, be a man for once in your life. Be a man. Oh, Devontae is a sexual harassment charge. Shut the fuck up. I'm tapping. I'm grabbing that ass. I'm gonna get a sexual harassment charge, sure. I'm gonna get fired from a job, sure. But I can always go around saying that I grabbed the hubba chunk of Toni Storm's ass. And I probably would have ran the ring and grabbed Abaddon's ass too. I'm already gonna get in trouble anyway, so might as well just go all out, right? But yeah, no, this match was fucking horrific, and I want to see the AEW fans call it out. They won't, because, you know, it's all about tribalism, but I want to see them call it out. And of course they won't. But with that being said, Samoa Joe's in the ring right now. He's about to do something with this guy named Red Titus, who looks like an overgrown Adam Cole. Oh, and also we had a boring ass promo vignette while I was talking with Keith Lee and some guy named Taylor Shane. So there you go with that. That's fine. I love you, Taylor Shane. You look like my black uncle. No, you don't. You're too fat. Okay, let's continue on. All right, I was gonna wait to the end of this match with Ricky Starks and baldhead FTR dude. But no, this match is boring. This is really boring. I'm just not feeling it. So rather than wait for it, I'm just going to talk about this match and talk about the rest of the segments. Or if something happens, I'll talk about it afterwards, because I'm already drained from this lame-ass match so far. I'm pretty sure Ricky Starks is going to win anyways. And if he doesn't, who gives a shit? I guarantee you nothing special and ridiculous is going to happen. And if it does, I'll eat my words. But yeah, this boring ass match is happening right now. Claudio Castagnoli had a little bit of a promo, a little bit of a self promo. He's backstage cutting his little self promo, universe mode self click X promo head looking ass boy. He's like, I'm going to get my revenge on you, Japanese guy, and you, guy who punched my friend in the eye. I'm going to get my revenge on you, because I'm upset that you did a wrestling move that ended up hurting my friend. Why did you do that? It could have been anything else, but you did a wrestling move that hurt my friend. Like, dude, you're so and I like Cesaro, bro. I like Claudio Castagnoli. I like Claudio Ravioli. Like, you're awesome in the ring, but bro, like, get a goddamn manager, bro. Holy fuck. Oh my god, this guy is like he's like a beautiful, like, if you have insomnia, come talk the fucking, go watch the Cesaro promo. If you need a case of the insomnia to cure, yeah, there you go right there. Throwing a fucking Cesaro promo. Fuck, that was boring. Speaking of boring, also, QTV television, QT Marshall, apparently he was gone doing something this entire time. Apparently he was wrestling in Mexico. Should have kept his ass over there. But this little ballhead nugget fucking wrestled over there, and he won the title because apparently everybody, everything, every goddamn, I think I have a title. I think if I sign a contract, I own the title, and I don't even work for TNA or AEW. Freudian slip there, folks. I guarantee you, bro. Like, it's like if you sign a contract with AEW, you're automatically given the title. Like, okay, good, you're set on a dotted line. Here's your complimentary AEW championship belt. I know it's from a different promotion, but I mean, like, overall. But John Morrison is there, and this other girl who's cringy as fuck is there, and I think Bailey's boyfriend. I don't know his name. That's why I always call him Bailey's boyfriend. You're going to tell me his name, and I'm still going to call him Bailey's boyfriend, because that's who he's always going to be to me. And not even Bailey's boyfriend, like her ex-boyfriend. They had this boring-ass segment, this boring-ass promo, literally talking about fucking nothing. I can't even remember the goddamn rhetoric that came out of their shitty mouth holes. So yeah, this middle section was boring as fuck. So there you go with that. Let's get back to Ballhead FTR guy fighting Ricky Starks. But again, don't expect me to review it. It's just happening on my television, so I have to watch it. But yeah, I'm not gonna review this match. It's just boring. I don't care. Oh no, I am super conflicted right now. On one hand, I'm actually awake. Now. I was falling asleep. Oh God, I swear, no lie, no exaggeration. I was actually falling asleep. This show's so damn boring. Can we just get to the main event already? Oh, look at this. Speaking of the devil, I see Kenny Omega and I see MJF and I see Samoa Joe talking to MJF. It's probably nothing important. Who cares? But God damn it, thank God we're getting to the main event right now. But my God, Claudio Castagnoli just wrecked this dude. That was fucking hilarious. So they're like, Claudio's coming out to the ring, and you got this poor dude, Hot Sauce, Tracy Williams. That is the greatest jobber name I've ever heard. He is on fire. He has a burning desire. He is Hot Sauce, Tracy Williams. He's a spicy motherfucker. Bro, this motherfucker is in camera view while they're introducing him. I mean, this motherfucker's nameplate is coming on the screen and everything. Then out of camera view, all you see is Claudio come with a fucking uppercut and just take this man directly out of camera view. It was fucking brutal. And then Claudio just commences to whipping the shit out of him. He uppercuts the fuck out of him multiple times in the corner, hits him with some ripcord lariats, and I don't even know how the fuck oh yeah, he hit him with a regular Swiss uppercut and just took this boy out. Just completely annihilated this boy. That's what I want to see more of. I want to see more skits. I want to see more brutal jobber matches, and then throw in one good match like you're going to do right now with MJF and Kenny Omega. That would make the show a hell of a lot more compelling versus Lexi, whatever, interviewing Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale and fucking Sky. I'm going to make up a lie on you, Blue. Oh my God, that was brutal. And then you had Andrade and his fucking speaking Mexican head ass. He has an interview with this Lexi chick, and he's just like, Arriba, Viva, Maniva, Anika, Pripa, Boricua. Like, dude, get your bitch ass off my TV, bro. Boring the shit out of me with your nonsense. Mexican head ass looking ass boy. Call ice on your pussy ass. Not real talk though. This is boring, bro. This show's boring as fuck. But we have the main event with MJF and Kenny Omega coming up right about now. We're gonna get the fuck in. We're gonna get the fuck out. And I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my time to judging this match. They better fucking deliver. You're gonna fucking hot shot this match on television. You better fucking deliver. Okay, so it's gonna be one of those commentary videos, huh? So we're gonna do this, huh? Okay, so it's gonna be one of those kind of commentary videos. I'm ready for this. I'm ready. So MJF and Kenny Omega's match just ended right now, and there's so many things that I have to say about this match. Now, I had a different title originally, and after watching this match, I had to change my title. I had to change my title to something else, because folks, what I got out of this match, what all of you should have gotten out of this match, is that MJF is a great wrestler. But not just a great wrestler, he is better than Kenny Omega. I mean, from an athletic standpoint, from a selling standpoint, from actually not trying to kill your opponent standpoint legitimately, he's more safer, more crisp. It's just so funny to me how you have so many fans, even as recent, I think I've seen something like a month ago of people still shitting on MJF's wrestling ability, which is fucking amazing to me. To do this, like, he can do your indie bullshit style. He did it tonight. It just boggles the fucking mind when I hear people say these kinds of things about MJF. You want to shit on his title reign? You want to say that his character is getting somewhat stale? Then yeah, go for it. I agree. I've made a video on that about a month ago. I completely agree. But in regards to his actual in-ring talent, The dude outpaces Kenny Omega 0-1. I don't give a shit about your Okada matches. I don't give a shit about maybe who knows? Maybe Kenny Omega could be hurt. Maybe he could be injured. Maybe he cannot be the same Kenny Omega from about a decade ago. All that may be true, but right at this very moment, Kenny Omega is very, very overrated in the ring. That's what I got from this. As a person who's been watching professional wrestling for over 27 years, I can tell you, I've seen every spot, I've seen every move, I know how to pick apart a wrestler little by little by little in regards to analyzing them. And I know some of you can do it too. This ain't something special that I can do. And what I got from that, from the footwork, from the technique, from all that I've seen, Kenny Omega is no match for MJF in regards to his in-ring prowess. The amount of fucking terrible shit that I've seen Kenny Omega do in this, and this match was great, don't get it twisted, all thanks to MJF. All thanks to MJF. I don't give a shit what anyone, it takes two to tango. No. MJF carried Kenny Omega. He carried him. He carried Kenny Omega. I don't want to hear anything else differently. From Kenny Omega botching little small spots. Like him doing the kip up, for an example. He botched that. Him not catching MJF after MJF did an actual very impressive Fosbury flip out of the ring. Didn't catch him on that. Even his crispness. You had fucking MJF do a perfect Poison Rana. Kenny Omega does a sloppy Poison Rana. Certain things like that. Him putting him through the table. Him damn near dropping MJF. Had to get his balance. And still kind of not protect him a little tiny bit. He put him shoulder first through the table. Could have killed that man. Kenny Omega is just, he's not it. I don't see what you guys are talking about. Like, throughout his AEW career, I've heard so much stories about watch Kenny Omega in New Japan Pro Wrestling, watch his matches in 2015, 2016, 2017, watch his hour-long specials. Maybe they are good. I don't know. I've never seen a Kenny Omega match in Japan. But for what I can tell, throughout his tenure in AEW, he's incredibly fucking overrated. That's what I got from this match right here. Kenny Omega is incredibly fucking overrated. And I made videos in the past about Kenny Omega being overrated. I have. But I made it based off of what you guys were telling me in regards to the sentiments in comparison to other people. And even then, I gave the caveat. I said at the time, you can't just justify someone being great based off of their in-ring stuff. And I said Kenny Omega sucked at this, he sucked at this, he sucked at this, he sucked at this. I can't even give him that right now. He sucks at all this plus that. So let me give you guys a little bit of the finish before we actually get to the actual rant portion of this, because I got more to say about Kenny Omega and MJF, more in particular talking about a Kenny Omega. The finish essentially came, which you knew was going to be some type of bullshit finish with Don Callis getting involved. He's running down the ring with a screwdriver. You know, you had Kenny Omega, he had MJF in the position for the one-wing angel. He dropped him because he's a fucking idiot from a kayfabe stance. He went to go do whatever he had to do to be distracted by it. It's fucking dumb. Made his character look really, really fucking dumb. Hit him with the one-wing angel and then get the pinfall, then go take care of Don Callis. But no, he dropped him. He went to go figure out what the hell Don Callis was doing. Don Callis ran on the ring apron, distracted even more. They went back and forth for a little bit longer before MJF ended up hitting him with a heat seeker. Kenny Omega kicked out of the heat seeker. Then it came a spot. I can't even remember the actual finish in itself as far as what the MJF. Oh yeah, he went for Adam Cole's Panama Sunrise, the little jump off the turnbuckle Canadian Destroyer. And then he followed that up with another heat seeker power driver. I guess it'd be called the what is it called? The rope hanging power driver, the heat seeker. And then he got the pinfall off of that. It's kind of a shitty finish actually when I think about it. That's a really terrible finisher for a guy as character driven as an MJF. You would think he'd have something a little bit more flashy, but it is what it is. He got the pinfall off of that, and I did like the finish afterwards where you had all the guys that are gunning after Kenny Omega and MJF. They all started to pan to each one of them. You know, they panned to Wardlow, they panned to Samoa Joe, they panned to Bullet Club, all these guys gunning for MJF. Then you got Will Hobbs, he's backstage, he's gunning after Kenny Omega. Obviously you seen Don Callis earlier. These guys have a shit ton of enemies, and that was a really, really cool spot. I really dug the camera work on that. And then Kenny Omega and MJF ended up, you know, shaking hands and raising each other's arms, and now we're getting prepared for Dynamite. All that was good, and the match in itself was good. Again, I'm giving all the credit to MJF. You want something positive for me to say something about Kenny Omega? He came out dressed in Bret Hart cosplay. That was pretty cool, I guess. But sticking to the actual in-ring stuff in itself, though, I don't want to ever hear anyone come to me in 2023 and tell me that Kenny Omega's a good wrestler. I don't see when it was on him to deliver. What did he do? What did he do? But throw a bunch of goddamn knees all around the ring. Hit a flip that MJF caught him in a professional manner. All he did was hit fucking knees and fucking dragon suplexes. Careless as fuck, mind you. Damn near broke MJF's neck. Can't hit the spot, the little leverage pin spot. That was a botch too. Mind you, I will say I think that was more so on MJF than anything else. This match was somewhat sloppy, but it got the job done. And I would definitely say, looking at this match right here, that MJF was a better performer than Kenny Omega. And I would definitely say also, did this match have a bunch of garbage that was unnecessary? Yeah, the table spot was unnecessary. The powerbomb on the barricade was unnecessary. The no-selling bullshit with the powerbomb into the turnbuckle coming out the match, coming out with a clothesline, all that was garbage, but I will say that I did enjoy it. There was a personal enjoyment, although it was a bit... I'm not really making a strong case here saying that it was a really, really good match, am I? You gotta watch it to see it. There's a bunch of faults. I guarantee you someone like a Jim Cornette would dissect that a hell of a lot better than me, obviously, and he would tell you his final consensus on it, but I would tell you that it was enjoyable, but, in my opinion, it did show that Kenny Omega, either he doesn't have it anymore or he never had it. Which one is it, folks? Let me know, which one is it? Because he damn sure didn't have. He didn't. I'm telling you, right? MJF carried him in this match. You have eyes. You've seen it. We both seen it. He carried him in this match. Don't know what to tell you guys, man. That's my honest opinion. That's what I'm sticking to. But let me know how you felt about today's show. Overall, this show sucked the absolute baby dick. This was horrible. Really, all you had was the main event. That's all you fucking had. That's all we cared about was the main event. And I would say the main event delivered. It wasn't match of the night or match of the year or anything like that. Not even fucking close. Again, it was pretty sloppy. Again, Kenny Omega was not on his A game tonight, but it got the job done and it got me through a night. Because otherwise, if it wasn't for this match right here, holy guaca fucking moly, would this be one of the worst shows of the goddamn year. But as always, my name is Devontae. Let me know your thoughts down in collision below. Let me know your thoughts in regards to my controversial opinion in regards to Kenny Omega, doofus. Let me know all this stuff down in the comment section below. As always, I'll catch you guys later. Deuces, P-Eyes.